Photographers Chronicles, episode 33. Let's go.
Let's create.
What's up, y'all? Thanks for joining me again. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. In today's episode, we're going to talk about bedside manner when it comes to photographers. I know that's a medical term, but you get what I'm talking about. So anybody who knows my origin story, I tell people when I first started doing photography, I was just shy, crippling shy, to the point to where before I would have a photo shoot, I would almost throw up and I couldn't eat the night before. It would just tear my nerves up. And the thing about it is I really wasn't a people person like that. I barely, like if you see me out, you probably won't see me talking to anybody. I'm gonna be to myself. And I'm just one of those people that I was just very comfortable being alone and just pretty much being to myself and minding my own business. So in the beginning, I really thought photography was just about me taking my camera, setting up the lights and taking pictures. You literally could have walked in and not said nothing to me and I could just fire off. I never thought about the customer interaction part of it. So the more I did it, the more I started to realize how important it is to actually be personable to people. I think it's hilarious that the more I do this and the more I meet other photographers and more creatives, I actually find that these people are pretty to themselves. They're not very highly social people when it comes to their personal lives. I don't know why that is, but that just seems to be the case. However, it's very important that you actually learn how to interact with people and actually turn into a people person doing photography. The biggest thing for me is that, for example, to get hired, your people actually have to like you. You know what I mean? You have to be a decent person, a personable person. For example, if you're doing a wedding, you can't just walk around and have a weird look on your face and just take pictures of people weirdly without saying anything to them. You want to talk to them. You're going to have a lot of jokes. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to look at people who actually don't like to take pictures. And you have to get them motivated to actually take the picture. Interact with the family. One of the biggest compliments I've ever gotten is doing a wedding and my client coming back to me later and they're just telling me pretty much how everybody said I was so nice and they see me get along with it's really just being real cool. And that really can make or break you. I don't care how good your photos are, you got to be able to make people feel comfortable. And it's not only just being able to get along with people, but when you're having photo sessions, you got people who come in who may not be used to taking photos. And you have to be able to make them feel comfortable. You have to learn how to be comfortable complimenting people, noticing people's strong points and making sure that you point them in the direction of that without being abrasive and without offending people. And also just motivating them. And it's also not just motivating them, but sometimes in those photo sessions, you have to just interact with people just to talk to them about everyday life, see what's going on with them. You form relationships in this way. And once you form that relationship, you actually got a better chance of people coming back to you because you have a bond when it comes to your clients. You actually get to know them, their personalities. So when they do come back, you remember those things and you're able to make the session flow better and they're actually comfortable with you. And they're more prone to be themselves, which everybody knows that makes the best photos. I've also seen that the more professional you seem to be, the better you are at your craft. Some people can actually be intimidated by you. And what has to happen is you have to just bring your level down in their eyes just to make them feel like you're just a regular everyday person. We're just having a conversation and I just happen to be taking pictures of you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's definitely important. It's also important just whenever you interact with your clients and say they want to book with you and maybe they don't quite understand your booking process. Some people aren't as savvy when it comes to a computer and online stuff. You got people who never taken photos before and they don't know what comes with it and what their options are. You want to be able to take technical terms and turn them into just regular layman's terms so people can understand exactly what they need to do and what to expect when it comes to your photo shoots. And also, I think it's important to make sure that your clients feel comfortable. And not just in the photo session, but with how they interact with you. It's important because you want your customers to be satisfied. So you want to make sure that if there's any kind of problem, they don't have a problem letting you know that there's a problem or something that they would prefer versus what maybe you suggested. And they're open to letting you know that. So I think being comfortable and being personable is very important for your clients in order for them to get the best service possible when it comes to the photography. Well, that's all I got this time for y'all. I appreciate everybody hanging in with me per usual. And also per usual, if you have any questions, comments, or anything that you would like to share, drop it down in the comments. I like talking to y'all. So anyway, y'all be easy.